Hey there, this is Dr. B, and it's time for worksheet 7.5, double replacement reaction worksheet. This is a supplemental one to one that's similar to the previous one. Here's how we're going to solve these problems. For each reaction, we have two ionic compounds that will undergo double replacement. We will not be concerning ourselves with whether they follow a logical activity series, nor whether they form legitimate precipitates. We're simply practicing the double replacement and balancing activity. So what we'll do is we'll begin by switching the anions. We'll then determine the charges of the reactants, transfer them over, drop and switch in order to come up with reasonable ionic compounds, draw four little lines, and then we'll balance them. Let's do a practice one first. Here's lithium oxide reacting with sodium nitrite. It should form lithium nitrite. Notice how I switched that anion. And sodium oxide. Switch that anion. I would write one of each. Lithium nitrite should be +1 -1, so I believe 1 to 1 is good. Sodium oxide, not so much, because sodium's +1, oxide's -2, so I'm going to have to write Na2O. Notice how I wrote one of each first. Beautiful. And then I write the charges above them, and I'll drop and switch. I now have lithium nitrite, looks reasonable. Sodium oxide looks reasonable. Draw four lines in front and go ahead and balance them. Now you can do this one at a time. You could say two lithiums, but only one on this side, so I'll put a 2 in front here. Sodium, now we have one oxygen there and one oxygen there, one sodium there, two sodiums there, so I need to put a 2 there. That forms two nitrites, which is reasonable because I had put a 2 there, and you're done. A faster way to do it if you want to is just see what's doubled on one side and make it doubled on the other side. If it's tripled on the other side, triple it on that side. So, like here, two lithiums, I better put a 2 in front. And I have two sodiums, and the product side, I better put a 2 in front there. That's a little bit faster. That's the way I'll be generally doing it. Finally, you get 1 to 2 to 2 to 1. Okay, let's go ahead and do 9 different problems. Barium chloride plus sodium sulfide will make, switch the anions, barium sulfide plus sodium chloride. Now, Ba is +2, sulfide is -2, so BAS should work. Don't write Na2Cl2, though you might be tempted to do so, because sodium's +1, chloride's -1, so NaCl is fine. This is not a polyatomic ion. There's no need to write that 2 unless it's necessary. It's not. So there's my two ionic compounds written reasonably. Now, balance it. What's doubled? Chloride and sodium. Oh, those both belong to sodium. I assume this is 1 to 1 to 1 to 2. Aluminum sulfate plus sodium nitride will make aluminum nitride +3 and -3, so ALN, plus sodium sulfate +1 and -2, so Na2SO4. +3, -3, I like it. 2 plus 2's offset the -2, I like that one too. Balance it. 2 aluminums here and 3 sulfates and 3 sodiums. Wow. So we'll need 2 aluminums here. We'll need 3 sulfates there. And we need the 3 sodiums here. I think we're going to have to write them out one at a time. I would begin by putting a 2 here. I'd begin by putting a 3 there. I would note that makes 6 sodiums, so I'm going to have to put a 2 here. And I think we'll be done. 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. An unusual ratio. Copper 2 fluoride plus hydrogen phosphate. I'll say it that way so we can do the double switch easily. We'll make copper 2 phosphate. Ooh boy, that's going to be Cu3 and then in parentheses PO4 because I'm going to need 3 of the +2's to offset 2 of the -3's. And hydrogen fluoride, which scares me, I can simply write as +1 -1, therefore HF. Now let's balance it out. I need 3 coppers, so I'll put a 3 in front of there. I need 2 phosphates. I'll put a 2 there. Oops, I carried along that 6 to give you a hint, I suppose. And I'd have to put a 6 there for the fluorides. And what does that render with this hydrogen? A 2 there should do it. So it looks like we're going to have 3 to 2 to 1 to 6, double checking. 3 coppers, 3 coppers. 6 fluorides, 6 fluorides. 6 hydrogens, 2 phosphates, 2 phosphates, it's good. Copper sulfate and magnesium iodide, and this looks like copper 1 sulfate. Will form copper iodide, copper 1 iodide, so that would be CuI2. No, +1 for the copper, -1 for the iodide, so CuI is fine. And magnesium and sulfate have equal and opposite charges of +2 and -2, so I see CuI plus MgSO4. Well, we've got 2 coppers and 2 iodides, so I believe 1 to 1 to 2 to 1 should do it. Aluminum chloride and barium sulfide will make aluminum sulfide, and that's a 3-2 combo, so it'll have to be Al2S3. And barium chloride, that's a 2-1 combo, so BaCl2 looks reasonable. Convince yourself that's fine. This totals up to +6 and -6, +2, and 2 minus 1s make -2. I've got nice uncharged ionic compounds. They balance out to, to 2 to 3 to 1 to 3. Continuing. Sodium sulfate plus ammonium bromide will make sodium bromide, NaBr, plus ammonium sulfate. And that would be NH4 taken twice, NH4 taken twice, and 1 sulfate with the -2 taken once. And there it is. Balance it out. What's doubled? Well, sodium is and ammonium is. So put a 2 in front of the ammonium, put a 2 in front of this sulfur. Is that possible? 1 to 1 to 2 to 2? Let's see. No, I got it wrong. It's 1 to 2 to, oh, I see. Put a 2 in front of that ammonium. The ammonium was doubled here. Put a 2 in front there. Yes. 1 to 2 to 2 to 1. Say the words. Lithium nitride plus barium chloride turns into lithium chloride, ordinary +1 -1, LiCl, plus barium nitride. Ooh, that's a 3-2 combo. Nitrides are -3, barium's +2, so it'll have to be Ba3N2. So we might get some high numbers here. I'll at least get us started. 3 lithiums, put a 3 there. 1 nitride, a 2 on this side, put a 2 there. That makes 6 lithiums. Adjust that now to 6, and you're going to have to put a 3 in front of there. 4 numbers, 2 to 3 to 6 to 1. Iron 3 iodide plus hydrogen phosphate will form iron phosphate. Notice this is +3 and that's -3, so FePO4 is fine. And H3I3, that certainly sounds messed up. Hydriodic acid, hydrogen iodide. But they're just +1 and -1, so it's just HI. So those are our 2 simple substances, one of each in both cases. Therefore, what's doubled up is the H's and the I's, and they're not doubled up, they're tripled up, so I believe 1 to 1 to 1 to 3, since both the H and the I are the only ones tripled. And there it is. Zinc 2 nitrate, or you could just say zinc nitrate because it's always +2, plus barium nitrite. It's a different ion, so good. We'll form zinc nitrite. That would be Zn with 2 NO2s. And barium nitrate, that will have to be BaNO3 taken twice. But I believe that's just what we started with in terms of amounts, so I think 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 is going to be fine, and this is not zinc hydroxide, barium nitrate. That should be zinc nitrate. So that's a typo there. Replace OH with NO3, but the ratio is 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. This is our double replacement supplemental worksheet.